Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Dr. Peppers, 32 pizzas.
32 pizzas!
We got Tower of Pizzas again.
Howdy y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melina, formerly fat, currently fed up. I'm back in my car, I'm on my lunch. Today is Friday, it is very hot outside, so let's see how long I can last in my car without passing out. Originally, I wasn't going to record today. However, one of you lovely people sent me a video, or a TikTok rather, of this mother. I think her name is Mother of 3 Boys, or Mother times 3 something on TikTok, and oh my freaking gosh. Before we get started, please make sure you like this video, subscribe if you're not already. If you like health at every size, fat talk, fat nonsense, what I eat in a days, girl world, all of that, you're in the right place. If you like a little bit of sass and a little bit of snark, you're also in the right place. We talk about a lot here. My ultimate goal is for everyone to be in a happy and healthy body and to dispel all of the bullshit fat acceptance nonsense that's in this world and on the internet. So with all that being said, hopefully my camera doesn't overheat also, but we will see. We will work through it as it goes. You guys like my necklace? This is by Angelica Unfiltered. Yes, a lot of our subscribers overlap. If you are not subscribed to her, you should be. She's incredible. She does reaction commentary very similar to what I do. She is an ex-fat acceptance person, so she has a lot of good points from being someone that was on that end of the spectrum, and she's awesome. We did a live a few weeks ago, and it's on my live tab if you're interested in that. This is so irritating. I'm so sorry, but I'm doing the best that I can with what I have. I work a full-time job, I lift, I am an endurance athlete, and I foster cats. I do a lot, so whenever I can find pockets of time to record, that's what I do, and that's what I'm doing right now. All right. Okay, I'm using my mic, so the audio might change a little bit. If I can hear the AC in the background of the video, I will simply just take the time to extract it. I rather deal with that than deal with me burning up in here. So if you tag me on stuff on TikTok, chances are I will not see it because I simply do not go on TikTok unless I'm looking for content to react to. So please do not take it personal if I don't respond. Where are my collections? We're going to start with the very first one that lady or that woman sent to me. I watched the first few seconds of it and it is egregious. So we are going to jump right into it. And then I also went on her profile and just saved random ones where she was responding to comments. So boymomX3 _B, why do groceries have to cost so much?
Grocery haul as a 37-year-old full-time working mom of 3 boys who also moved her parents in with her. So we have groceries today from 3 different places. We got groceries from Sam's, Walmart, 4 places. Sam's, Walmart, Food Lion, and Piggly Wiggly. And I will tell you the totals for each at the end and then a grand total. So we got 2 containers of the 2-bite brownies. 2 of those because they'll be gone so quick. We got 1 big thing of Cinnamon Toast Crunch because we still had some left over from last trip. So we didn't need as much this time. We got a big box of the oatmeal cream pies. We got some tea. We got some cereal bars. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big bags of fries. I got some conditioner, Q-tips.
I don't know if I'm going crazy, but is that the smoke alarm in her house? I don't understand the smoke alarm thing. Change the freaking battery. It's not hard. And if you don't want to change the battery, take it off of the wall. I don't understand how people can hear that and it not drive them absolutely insane. It feels like a Chinese torture method.
Children's Tylenol, some cucumbers, some lettuce.
Oh, she got some vegetables.
There's that good old Lewis bread from the Piggly Wiggly. Some bananas. We got 6 blocks of the Monterey Jack cheese. We got a watermelon. We got 2 big things of mayonnaise because we be going through some mayonnaise.
Yeah?
We got some grapes. We got some eggs.
That was the smallest amount of grapes. How many? She said she has 3 boys and it's her and her parents.
2 things of the allergy medicine.
All right, you guys, come get your grapes. I'm going to divvy them out. Each person gets 4.
Some deodorant for my dad. Some antacid for my mom. Lip gloss that my mom got. 2 blocks of the mozzarella cheese. 6 blocks of the mild cheddar cheese. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Dr. Peppers.
Really? 8 liters of full sugar Dr. Pepper.
We got these subs for Bryson. He absolutely loves the Italian Hero subs at Walmart. We got 4 of these for him, so this should last him.
You can make these all yourself. I don't understand. She said she's a stay-at-home mom. She said she's a working stay-at-home mom. Correct me if I'm wrong, which sometimes I am, but the whole, like, the implication of being a stay-at-home mom means that you're not working. So I'm assuming she does social media for her job, because her videos, they remind me of that other lady, the abuser one, the donut mom, where she's technically unemployed. However, she gets paid via TikTok, so she technically does work. Is that what's going on here? Regardless, you should be making your children food. You should not be buying ultra processed crap like this. These sandwiches you can easily make yourself, or even have your son make, because he's like 16 or something. I'll let it play
For quite a few days here. We got 1 Mountain Dew because we still have a few of those left, and Brantley is literally the only one that drinks them. We got a box of Fruit Loops. We got 1 bag of the purple Doritos. We got a thing of buttermilk, a big bag of sugar. We got 2 gallons of milk. We got a thing of nabs. We got the Fruit Loops with marshmallows. We got some Oreos. We got 2 packs of Capri Suns. We got 4 New York strips. And Bryson's already broke into his subs. I told y'all he left them. We got 2 packs of ribeyes here. We got a thing of drumsticks here. We got 2 packs of pork chops. 32 pizzas.
32 pizzas.
We got a tower of pizzas again.
What the f?
For Brayden. I will cry. So we wiped them out. We took all they had. And then we got 10 packs of strawberry.
I'm like actually flabbergasted. 32 frozen pizzas. And then she said, oh, it's for Brayden. I don't give a shit who it's for. There is no reason you should be buying 32 frozen pizzas. Maybe 1 or 2, maybe, for emergencies, or when you're just being lazy, because let's call it what it is. 32 frozen pizzas.
And we got 3 cases of water, but I'm not picking those up for y'all. So yeah, that was
maybe you should, because it would be some sort of freaking exercise that you obviously don't get.
In this. Oh, excuse me. We got 4 cases of water. And then we also ordered
And why do people buy bottles of water? Buy a filter. Clearly filtered. I'm not sponsored, but I am an affiliate. They remove over 365 different contaminants from your water. Buy a filter, a pitcher, buy the reusable, or buy the filters every 3 or 4 months, whatever, and drink it like that. Why are you wasting so much plastic? The overconsumption and the hyper consumerism with these types of people is off the freaking charts. It would take me probably 20 years to create the mess and the trash that these people create based off of how we eat.
8-count box of deluxe mac and cheese online at Sam's, and an 8-count box of Velveeta mac and cheese at Sam's. That's not here yet. It's going to be shipped here. Okay. All right. So I got all.
Okay, when I was fat, yes, I was fat. My thing was the Velveeta mac and cheese shells, whatever. I would eat an entire box to myself. I was never getting it delivered. Like, I was fat, but I wasn't that fat. That's what?
All of our totals written down. So online at Sam's was $31.26. In store at Sam's was $81.56. Food Lion was $55.23. Walmart. So Walmart, we had one total. We did 2 separate orders at Walmart. One was $188.96 and one was $24.15. And then Piggly Wiggly was $95.52. And my mom has a total for me. So all of that together is $476.68 today. So a little bit less than last time, but the crazy thing is that we left a lot of stuff off of the list this time because we didn't run out. So I'm just imagining if we hadn't needed that, there's no telling what we would have spent today. Grocery haul is a 30.
This is just absolutely disgusting to me. If you are a parent, I don't know what her other kids look like yet. I think she said she has like 3 of them. I'm not sure. It is your responsibility to feed your children nutritious food. This is disgusting. This, to me, is a failed parent. Sure, she might be good in other aspects, but in the very basic, simple aspect of feeding your children nutritious food, you are a failure. I'm sorry if that hurts her feelings, but she is. You are setting your children up for failure. You're setting your children up for obesity. You are setting your children up to be addicted to food like she is, clearly. This is just, I don't understand it. And you can't say, oh, well, she doesn't know. Bitch, she has a phone. You can do your own research. It's really not that hard. How to feed my growing boys of 3. Healthy, nutritious, easy to make food. Done. But the problem is these kids were very obviously raised on these types of food. So even if she does try to make healthier food, they're not going to want to eat it because why would they? They're born and raised on ultra processed, hyper palatable food. Why would they want to eat healthy, nutritious food? This is disgusting. Also, groceries don't have to cost a lot if you know how to shop properly. You will never, ever save money by buying fast food or ultra processed food like this. Sure, it might be cheaper right then and there. You're not getting as many servings and you're not getting any nutrients. You're buying nutrient void food. If you know how to shop and if you know how to cook or are willing to teach yourself how to cook, groceries do not have to be expensive. The most expensive part is the meat. And what you do is you go to grocery stores when they have their meat deals. So Safeway usually has it out on I think Fridays. Go and buy all your meat then and then freeze it. There is no excuse to be eating like this. Where's the father in all this? I mean, typically the dads are also fat as fuck, but where is the dad? Let's read some comments. Imagine being out of breath doing grocery haul. Dr. Now, she responded, I love him. Well, you're going to have to see him soon enough. Take it easy, people. She got 2 cucumbers. 32 pizzas, 16 blocks of cheese, yet only a dozen eggs. Yep, for real. The older I get, the more thankful I am growing up with an almond mom. That's hella funny. I think there is a happy medium between almond moms and gummy bear moms. She is obviously a gummy bear mom, and almond moms are on clearly the opposite end of the spectrum, and they're also not healthy. I think like I said, there is a happy medium. We need to come up with a term for that. Not almond. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. Give me an idea of what to call normal parents who feed their children normal, nutritious food. Hey, so this is actually crazy. And then she said, hey, so cool. So flippant. The antacid for mom, hard to imagine why. Everyone's stuck on the fries. What about the 2 gallons of mayo? 9 bottles of soda, 32 pizzas, and 2 cucumbers is wild. This is hella funny. People aren't hating on this enough. Honestly, yeah. This is America. Yep. This is the average American diet. I just posted something recently about ultra-processed foods, which this is all, the vast majority of this is ultra-processed foods. They are not good for you. They are linked to cancer, certain cancers. They are linked to type 2 diabetes. They are linked to cardiovascular disease. And let me pull up the stat right here. What percentage of American diets are ultra-processed? I posted about this on my story a couple days ago. If you're not following my Instagram, please do so if you would like. I post a lot of health, wellness, lifting, running, rants, my food on there. So if you want more of me, oh my gosh, that's not loading. Go figure. Let's see if I can find it in my archive. Okay, so it's simply not loading. Like I said in another video, when I do these videos in my car, I don't have good service over here. So I will simply post a picture of the stat right here. If off the top of my head, if I can remember, let's see if I'm remembering correctly. 55% of the food the average American eats is ultra processed. Yep, I grew up eating foods like this and had such a hard time switching to healthy eating as an adult and struggling with body weight and self-love. I know people are being mean about it, but I would genuinely reconsider for your kids' sake. Absolutely agree. Mom, if you're watching, thank you for watching and I love you. And I'm not shitting on my parents at all because I always say this. They were very, very young when they had me. They were teenagers. They're still together all 30 plus years later. But this is very similar to how I grew up. Ultra processed, hyper palatable junk food. It did get a little bit better as I grew up, like into my later teen years. Like my mom would cook normal food, but like the snacks and the sodas and this and the that, those were always, always, always available. And I developed how do I say this without getting demonetized? A lot of these videos get demonetized when I'm talking about food related stuff and like Ed Sheeran stuff. So if you'd like to support the channel, there are ways to do it in the description below. Just know that YouTube is a bitch. But yeah, I suffered with food issues as a child, hinging, sneaking in the middle of the night to drink maple syrup out of the fridge, things like that. So learning, I had to teach myself about nutrition. I had to teach myself how, like, new coping skills. So I did go to therapy for that, a lot of therapy for that. But I did have to teach myself how to eat well and how to exercise. I taught myself all of that. Did I take some classes in college for like nutrition? Yeah, of course. But before that, I had to teach myself everything, and it's hard. It's hard, but the information is available. You have a computer in your pocket. Yes, there is like conflicting info here and there, but you can't let that be an excuse or a deterrent from learning. Sift through it. You spend how many hours a day on TikTok, how many hours a day on Instagram. You can spend those hours doing research and trying to live a healthy and happy life, not only for yourself, but for your children. You will find time for what's important to you. I'm just going to say that. 32 Bumbo Clot pizzas. 911. Diabetes around the corner. Yeah, if she doesn't have full-blown diabetes right now, she is definitely pre-diabetic. Okay, so I also saved this one. So the person was like, what about the 2 gallons of mayonnaise?
Okay, y'all. So hear me out. A lot of y'all been asking, so you shall receive. So this is where a big part of our mayonnaise goes. So we make our own ranch, and
that is not an excuse to buy 2 gallons of mayonnaise. You can make healthy ranch. The problem is you just don't want to. And I can give grace to people who are in the beginning of their fat loss journey and they don't really know what they're doing. So they do things like this, but I don't think she's doing that. I just think she's being willfully ignorant. Like, this isn't healthier than normal ranch. This is still normal ranch, just without as many preservatives, maybe. If you want to make healthy ranch, I always talk about this, get plain Greek yogurt, and then you can go to Safeway or wherever and get the ranch dips packets, mix that together. There's your ranch. It tastes exactly like ranch, but it's good for you because it's Greek yogurt. You can also use blended up cottage cheese. A lot of people like doing that, or just cottage cheese. I make a dip for chips, and it's cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, and then the dips packet. And then I mix it, let it sit for, I don't know, a couple hours or something, so it really marinates or whatever. My face is getting, is it getting red? I'll fix that in editing. Yeah, this is not an excuse to buy 2 gallons of ranch.
Buttermilk, which you just and mayonnaise. Now, don't freak out. This is us This is us doing 4 servings of ranch. So we are adding 4 times the amount of mayonnaise. So that's why it's going to look like we're putting so much mayonnaise.
You are still putting so much mayonnaise. There's 0 reason you should be eating this much mayonnaise for family at all.
And that's why we buy so much mayonnaise. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I was actually a little bit like, taken back when I seen all the mayonnaise he was adding to this. Because this is Bryson's thing. I mean, I make it sometimes, but he makes it most of the time. Because he really loves Outback's Ranch. And this tastes pretty daggone similar. He's the one that found the recipe, and truly, he makes it better than I do. I don't know what he does differently. Maybe he like stirs it with his finger. I really don't know. But
well, guess what? Your children are not in charge. Bryson doesn't get to make all the choices of the Mountain Dew and the pizzas and the ranch. Grow up. You're the mom. Make better decisions. Because guess what? He's going to grow up. He's probably going to get fat. And then he's going to raise his kids just like this too. And then there's another generation of obesity. What is a stat? I'll have to put it up here. I can't Google it because my service, I have one bar right here. What the heck? But it's like if you have one obese parent, the chances of the kid becoming obese is like 50%. And then if you have two obese parents, the chance is like 80 or 90%. And then also with obesity in children, which I feel very strongly about, yes, it is abuse. If your child is obese, that is a form of abuse / neglect. Fight me. I don't care. Parent your children better, okay? Jeez. Oh, pissing me off. Because, and why I get so upset about this, is when a child is obese in their childhood, the chances of them becoming an obese adolescent is like, I'm trying to recall off the top of my head. It's like 50 or 60%. If you are obese in your adolescence, the chances of you being obese in your adulthood is like 80%. It's something obnoxious. And if you are or were an obese adult, you know how hard it is to lose weight. You know how hard it is. So why would you subject this to your child? You know it freaking sucks to be obese. I know it sucked to be obese. Yes, I was obese. Categorically, yes, I was. I'm 4'11". Keep that in mind. It sucks. It's not fun. There is no positive to being obese. Period. Ever.
It really good. So you see we put garlic powder, onion powder, and I'll probably go ahead and post the full recipe for this at the end. Now he's going to add some paprika. I don't know how he just has this memorized by now. I have to look at the recipe every single time.
Because you guys probably make it all the time. This is not ranch. It's mayonnaise, buttermilk. Where's the dill, parsley, chives, lemon juice? For real. Yeah, no hate, but even though you're making ranch, oh, this is all very recent. Wow. You're still consuming all that mayonnaise. I like to use plain Greek yogurt in place of mayonnaise. That's it. You can use Greek yogurt instead. Yep. And the smoke detectors still have no new batteries. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't losing my mind there.
So TikTok actually has me on restrictions. They're not letting me reply to any of these comments on any of my videos. Every single time I go to reply, it says take a break. So, but for some...
Yeah, get off the freaking internet and go make your children some actual nutritious food. It's just so lazy. It's such lazy parenting.
Reason it's letting me do video replies, which is weird. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you to you guys. I really, really appreciate how kind you guys have been to me. A lot of you, there's been a lot of mean people in my comments.
We're not being mean. We are being truthful. We are tired. We are so tired of seeing lazy parents feeding their kid food-like products. It is so frustrating. It's like, this is peak privilege, by the way. Like, obese people in the fat acceptance community like to pretend that they're like a part of a disadvantaged group. No. The vast majority of Americans are overweight or obese. 77% are overweight or obese. Of those 77%, 44% are obese. You are the majority. You have so much privilege to be able to buy this much freaking food. There are people out there actually starving. There are people in actual food deserts. People who don't have access to healthy, nutritious food at all. You do, and yet you're buying the crap. Speaking of, I'm doing a fundraiser for my local food bank. We have raised so far over $2,000, which is awesome because every $1 equals 2 meals. And the food bank does provide mostly, the vast majority of their food is nutritious whole foods to people in my community who cannot afford nutritious food, unlike her. So if you would like to support that, it is linked in my description below. Thanks.
But there's also been so many nice people. So I just wanted to...
Oh my God, the smoke alarm. I'm going to lose my freaking mind even more than I already am.
You guys didn't think that I was ignoring you. I'm super appreciative, and I just absolutely love all of you guys. Hopefully soon I'll be off restrictions so I can come back with some, fun comments back to these people. Meanwhile,
no, how about you stop responding to people and, like I said, go cook your kids an actual meal. Cooking healthy food is not hard. It is not hard. It can be so freaking... I made dinner last night in under 15 minutes, and it was grilled or air roasted broccolini, salmon skin, and then cubed salmon that was air fried. I did it with hoisin sauce, soy sauce, seasonings. Delicious, nutritious, inexpensive. Well, for me at least. The salmon was... for a pound, it was like $9. So it really truly is not difficult. You're just You're just lazy. Oh my God, dude.
I'm just having fun reading everyone, so it's actually really super funny. So
She's not having fun reading it because people are calling out her as a mother, as they
I think
should
a
be.
lot of people think that I'm like upset or like I'm just trying to pretend like it doesn't bother me. Like honestly, I am so fine. And I'm not even trying to be mean to people. I'm really just trying to make light of the situation because there's a lot.
There is nothing to make light of, though. You are neglecting your children. You are not providing them with the nutrients that they need to be growing. Like, you should be bothered about this.
A lot of hateful people.
Especially when you have so many people saying the same things over and over and over and over again. Like, sure, sometimes, you know, people can dog on about like random stupid stuff, but when it's this much and this many people, and this content, I believe, is relatively newish, so I'm sure other reactors like myself will be picking up on this and talking about this. Like, this is not okay. It's not okay.
In my comments, but I don't know. I mean, I guess I should just ignore it, but at the same time, it helps my video go further. And, you know, I'm a struggling.
Yep, and that is all she cares about. Oh, my video going further so I can get paid. The engagement. Oh my God.
Single mama. I'm just trying to provide for my family. I work full time, and honestly, it's hard. It's hard to survive these days.
Yeah, grow up. You chose to have the children. Like, okay, you need to take care of them properly. This is not an excuse. I'm sorry if I'm being harsh, but those kids should be your number one priority. You weigh probably 300 plus pounds. We see where your attention is going, and it's into yourself and your laziness. Hey, pro tip, if your kids refuse to eat anything but junk food, maybe limit the amount of junk food available in the house. You are the parent. Who holds the authority? Thank you, Emma. Constructive criticism isn't mean. People maybe want to give you tips on how to help you feed your family. Options that are not hurting your family in the long run. I read that very, very poorly. You get it. I think people are seriously concerned. Yep. Single mom of a picky eater commenting to boost you. They're not picky eaters. They were fed. And I know there's like RFID, which is a legitimate thing with kids. And I think some adults also have it. If you introduce your child, your toddler, whatever age, to ultra processed foods, their brains will be wired for ultra processed foods. That's why these products were designed. There are food scientists that are paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to make these foods as addicting as possible. If you're feeding these foods to your children, you are creating the picky eater. And don't get mad at me for saying that. Get mad at yourself for feeding them this crap. Oh, well, no, go buy some freaking vegetables. Go buy some chicken sausage. Go buy some rice. Some beans and rice and chicken. It's really not hard. I'm sorry. Be mad at me if you want. I don't care. This screams RFID to me. Whatever. Fed is best. No, not if they're 8 liters of soda screams RFID to you. Fed is best, but 32 pizzas. That you think that's that's best? Okay. Trash, man. I'm getting so heated. Not only because my car is very hot, but I just can't stand seeing this. Walmart grocery haul. Love getting some groceries and filling our pantry. Yeah, of course. The 2 of her sons are obese. Of course. Go figure. And they both have screens in their hands. God. Ugh, I have a very bleak... our future children, the outcomes of them is proving to be very bleak. Reading levels, comprehension, their inability to focus, their attention spans not lasting longer than, what do they say, like 6 seconds? Something absolutely insane. They grew up with screens, however, they can't actually use a computer. You ask a child of Gen X, or not Gen X, sorry. You ask a child of Gen Z and Gen Alpha how to convert a Word document into a PDF, and they look at you like you're crazy. Or even ask them to rotate it, and they're like, what? Ask them to open up the task manager and watch them fumble. Like, it's looking bad, folks. Yeah, go figure her mom is also obese. Like, people say, oh, obesity runs in the family. Obesity runs in the family. Bitch, no one runs in your family, first of all. Second of all, you are not fat because your parents are fat. It's strictly based off of those genetics. You are fat based off of the habits that they passed down to you. Guess what? I grew up in a family that was fat / obese. Hello. Like I always say, genetics load the gun, but lifestyle pulls the trigger. You are ultimately responsible for how your body looks. Your body is the accumulation of all of your daily habits. Period. I'm actually surprised the eldest son isn't obese, and it might be because I checked out some of her other videos, just like to save certain ones, and he does a lot of yard work and cleaning, or yeah, building / cleaning. So I imagine his NEAT, his non-exercise activity thermogenesis, is very high compared to the young sons, which seem to just have their faces glued into screens the entire time. So that is most likely one reason why the boy is not fat.
All right, so we are heading to town. We're going to go to Sam's.
What a what a very boring intro to a video. Jesus.
Walmart, Food Line, and possibly the Piggly Wiggly too. We're trying to squeeze all that in today. So
what is a Piggly Wiggly?
we got a busy day. So we dropped my kids off with my
Struggling mom, but has a newer Honda. Okay, make it make sense.
dad. He met us at Walmart in the parking lot. So in case y'all wonder, they're
Americans are addicted to having new cars. It's actually kind of insane to me. I bought my car in 2013 when I joined the Marine Corps, and I paid it off, and I will keep my car until it explodes. I take really good care of it, but I just don't understand the new car thing. Having a car payment is insane to me, and especially what cars are worth now. I mean, they're really not worth that, but just based off the market, that's what they're worth. And then also the shitty interest rates. No.
we didn't just leave them. They're with my dad. So we're gonna go into Walmart. Just much easier to go shopping without kids.
How much are those?
He met us at Walmart in the parking lot. So in case y'all wonder, they're we didn't just leave them. They're with my dad. So we're gonna go into Walmart. Just much easier to go shopping without kids.
$7, and the entire thing is 900 calories. If you want grocery shopping tips, shop on the perimeter of the grocery store. That's where you're going to find your fruits, your vegetables, your dairies, your meats. It's the main ones. Don't go into the aisles because that's where they have all the ultra processed foods like this. These cereals, Kellogg's really did a number on Americans because one, your breakfast should be high protein. I talk about this all the time. Sugary foods and sugary cereals and pastries are not breakfast foods. Honestly, you shouldn't really be eating them at all. Occasionally, of course, is fine. I just imagine everyone in the comments, leave my food lips alone. Pause. Stop going so hard for the red 40 and preservatives and the 20 grams of sugar per serving or whatever it is. Eat your Fruit Loops occasionally. What do I always say? A mostly whole foods diet, 80-20, 90-10. But I promise you, once you start eating a whole foods diet, you're not going to want this crap. You could have paid me to eat this. I have zero interest in this types of food. Will I go get homemade ice cream occasionally? Yeah. But like this type of crap, absolutely not. It's just, no. So you shouldn't be eating this for breakfast. And you definitely should not be feeding your child this for breakfast. Feed them eggs and chicken sausage, lox, sweet potatoes, cherry tomatoes, microgreens. That was me naming off my typical breakfast. Oh my God. What does she do with all of this cheese? Does she make like homemade noodles with it? I'm not sure. It's just so lazy. If you want to make French fries, make your French fries at home. They'll be so much healthier and they'll taste better. And it'll be cheaper. I don't understand. This might be mean, but I don't understand how you could look like this and have your cart full of crap like this and not be absolutely mortified. I would be so embarrassed. Maybe that's mean. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Two gallons of milk, but multiple packages of Oreos and cereal. Okay. Capri Suns are also trash.
We just finished Walmart and I'm already worn out. So, and I feel like this is getting super long. So y'all are going to have to come back.
You're worn out because you're worn out because you are a super morbidly obese woman who gets little to no physical activity every day and you feed yourself absolute garbage for years and years and years and years. That's why you feel worn out. Are you just eating spoonfuls of sugar? I've never seen anyone buy sugar weekly for real. What I think they're doing is the tea, they're making it sweet, and then also the Kool-Aid. If my mother would have made better food choices for me, I probably wouldn't be a diabetic now. I've had so many complications, almost lost my leg. Please do better for your boys. What you feed them now will affect them in their adult lives. 1000%. I'm impressed that not a single vegetable, fruit, or unprocessed meat product was purchased. Yep. The amount of sugar items. Laughing at the milk being low fat. I didn't clock that. That's hella funny. Yep, I'm less worried about the food as I am about the kids needing to take devices with them. I'm telling y'all, you missed the vegetable section for real. Oh, it's just horrible. This is like, this is so gross to me. Like, she should be ashamed. I think we need to bring shame back. Because how do we get people to change? How do you change a part of yourself if you feel shameful about it? This whole video is so controversial. Whatever.
It's given troll. Yeah. You are
no. This is really
quite
sad.
Literally the definition of sad. You have no profile picture. Your name on here is reply to me.
Hey, so here's my face. My name is Melina and I am responding to you. This is so sad. You are setting your kids up for absolute failure and you are a failure as a mother. Like I said, you might be good in other aspects, maybe, but in the one aspect that you should have on lock for the betterment of your child, it's the food that they are eating. I'm not a troll. I'm not mean. I'm just calling out what I see, which is absolute bullshit, absolute nonsense. Anyone praising her should also be looked into because this is insane to me.
So I just thought I would go ahead and reply to you since apparently you want some attention. You want someone to reply to you. So here you go. Here you go. I hope you're happy. But just so you know, there's nothing sad about my life.
Yes, there is something sad about being 300 to 400 pounds and then having 2 morbidly obese children. That is sad. How is that not sad? Is this something to applaud you for? No, it is sad. Watching all of you guys struggle, you're out of breath taking your groceries out of the bag. That is sad.
We are, myself, my kids, my parents, everyone in my life. We are happy. We are healthy.
Wrong. I doubt that your kids are happy. The amount of brain fog and fatigue that they must feel on a daily basis, not only from the food, but having their devices shoved in their faces all day long, they're not happy. Absolutely not. You know how your sons would be happy if they were actually outside doing kid activities. If you were out there with them, rolling around on that really nice grass in your front yard, making mud pies, digging for bugs, doing things that kids actually want to do. Racing each other, playing football, throwing a football, playing catch. That is what would make your kids happy. I guarantee you, if you ask your sons, hey, do you want to go with, I don't know, maybe you have an uncle in your family that's healthier and that can actually run. You want to go with Uncle Bobby and go play football? Yeah, of course. Give me a freaking break, lady. This is like peak delusional. This is so delusional. And I hope that she does change her ways and like make a difference. Or I hope she does change her ways and become healthy and make her kids healthy and lose all this weight. And I guarantee you, I promise you, because this is how it always happens. People living in their delusional fat mind will say, oh, I'm happy and I'm healthy, blah, blah, blah. And then once they lose weight, they're like, well, I actually wasn't. Yeah, we know. We know, especially those of us who have been there. We know you're not happy and you're definitely not healthy. You cannot be healthy as a morbidly obese person ever. No. And my blood work is fine. Your blood work is fine for now. You might have age on your side, but there's a reason why you don't see super morbidly obese old people. The likelihood of you living past 50 is cut in half.
We enjoy life and we're not trolling anyone else's videos. So I think that in itself says all that it needs to say about my life. We are not sad people. All of you trolls that are commenting on my stuff, hateful, mean things, you guys are sad. A happy person would just go about their day. If they don't have anything nice to say, they would just keep scrolling. And
I am a very happy person. I have cultivated a life that I absolutely love living, and I create YouTube videos, which I do genuinely like creating because it lets me yap and rant and bring awareness to crap like this. So no, not everyone commenting on your videos saying you need to do better is sad. That is just you projecting because they are right and you're trying to find something to poke at them with or to dig at them with to make them seem like they're in the wrong, but they're not.
they don't need to hurt others. Try to hurt others.
It slipped. Of course this stuff hurts. She can say it until she's blue in the face that this stuff doesn't bother her. It does bother her. Let's be so freaking for
in
real.
order to feel better about themselves. Because I'm so sorry to tell you, but you and everyone else that is saying all this mean stuff on my video, you could never hurt me. You mean nothing to me. Literally, your words could literally never hurt me. So keep on going. I'm ready for it.
Sure, Jan.
Go right ahead. Keep on trolling. You ain't doing nothing to help me. But anyway, I'm gonna go to work so I can pay for my next grocery haul to make all of you guys so happy. Later.
Yeah, see? And there it is. People who say, well, you need to have some empathy for her. Maybe she can't afford this food. Yes, she can. What do I need to have empathy for? Child neglect? No. It is very clear that she's been through some crap, which is why she's this big. You do not become this big unless you go through some crap. Trust me, I get it. I've been through crap. I've been through a lot. I know. I get it. I'm not speaking and talking about this from a place of not understanding. I get it. But what I also get is that people, especially nowadays, we live in a society of people who lack personal responsibility and extreme ownership. Everything is someone else's fault. It is never your fault. You are the way that you are because of someone else. As if the decisions that you make every single freaking day don't matter. And they do. And I'm so sick of it. I'm so freaking sick of it. We Are Healthy took me out. I am a happy person. We're just concerned about those kids' health, period. The defensiveness is telling. Yep, we are healthy. Do you even know what a troll is? That's not what a troll is, for real. Full profile picture and name here, and I'll say it. It is sad. I was 281 pounds and changed my eating habits, not just because it was killing me, but seeing that it will one day hurt them too. We aren't trolls, we're concerned. Yep. LOL, the name isn't replied to me. You're replying to me. Oh, that is a good catch. That's hella funny. Bad health is sad. Yep. Children growing up with bad health that could easily be fixed by their parents is sad, and neglect. If many, many, many people are telling you something, you should probably listen. Yep, no one's trying to hurt you, we're trying to save you. Exactly. But people don't have real profile pictures because we aren't here to extort our families for money. That's hella funny. No hate at all, but it is really sad. I'm glad that the vast majority of comments are people like that because maybe one day she will see, but
I'm being rude in the comments. Is that a joke?
So the comment she is responding to says, she's being super rude in the comments, but I can guarantee she cries over her weight and looks often. Yep. And her being defensive is a true telltale sign. It's just plain sad coming from a fat girl who lost weight. Yep. Spot freaking on. Ella, you are absolutely correct.
Being rude in the comments? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've seen any like necessarily rude comments, but there are definitely some there are definitely some patronizing and defensive comments coming from her.
Is that a joke? I assure you, I am literally just laughing at everybody. It's quite
No, she's not. Look at her eyes. No, she's
hilarious, actually. Truly, I am not trying to be rude to anybody. I'm actually a super nice person.
If you were a nice person, you would not be feeding your children, ultra-processed foods like this.
I'm just very unbothered. And
if you were unbothered, you would not be making this video responding to the comment.
In order to boost my video a little bit more, I'm going to reply to people.
Why do you want to boost the videos though? Like, why do you want other people to see your absolute neglect so badly? This is something that I would want to keep a secret because I would be so embarrassed, which she should be embarrassed. This is extremely embarrassing.
But I don't know what kind of response you want me to give them. Like, what would satisfy you? What would you like for me to say to people?
I would like for you to not say anything and to actually clean up your diet and your kids' diet. Oh, this is a great comment. I used to feed my kids what they wanted and what was cheap and what was easy. My son is tall, thin, and active, so I thought he was fine. I decided to get his blood work done, and boy, was I wrong. He's borderline diabetic, and his cholesterol is high. It was hard to face the facts that I was doing this to him. We made little changes: 0 sugar soda, switch to Splenda, low carb everything, fresh fruit and veggies, and lots of lean protein. It helped. Exactly. Denial is an amazing coping mechanism. Yep, you see a lot of denial in the fat acceptance, health at every size movement. So much denial. It's freaking crazy. How is it funny? How is it hilarious? The situation is serious. Yep. I'm unbothered about people caring about my child's health. Yep. Girl, go to a healthier grocery haul and turn this page into a family getting healthier journey. Yeah, I would absolutely love that. I would praise her for that. You're wasting too much time replying to all the hate comments. You seem sweet, so just turn this into a positive experience. Exactly. Try cutting out the soda. You'll see a huge difference. Yep. Unbothered about your family's health? Period. What a poor excuse for a mother.
Clearly...
Okay, so the comment she's responding to, I have 2 more and then I gotta go. She's clearly the troll. She knows it's wrong. She doesn't take care to make any changes for the health of herself and her family, continues to neglect her children's health and post it for the world to see. Exactly. Yeah, if my mom was posting crap like this, oh my God, I would be so embarrassed. Like, no, absolutely disgusting and absolutely inappropriate.
The troll. She knows it's wrong. She doesn't care to make any changes for the health of herself and her family, continues to neglect her children's health and then post it for the world to see. I'm sorry.
Bothered. Look, she is so bothered. She's so upset because it's true, ma'am. What's her name? I don't know what her name is.
You are on my page.
And you are posting your videos to the internet. And what that does is open your page and your content that you choose to create. You record it, you edit it sloppily and not entertainingly. Entertaining, is that a word? I don't know. I'm keeping that in. You are the one who is posting, recording, editing, posting, replying, all of that. You are inviting this type of criticism to your account. This is the internet. People will comment on literally anything. I've seen people arguing under a cute cat video once, or a cute frog video. People will argue about anything on the internet.
My videos, and I'm the troll. I literally...
You are the troll. Well, I don't know if you can classify her as a troll, but she's the one she's living in delusional la la land, and instead of taking the constructive criticism as constructive, she just replies to the comments like, or whatever she says.
I'm not doing anything except for
oh my God, that fucking fire alarm, I swear to God.
Posting my life on TikTok. This is not rage bait.
Stop posting your life on TikTok then if you don't want people to comment on it.
This is nothing that I have not done for way before I started posting on TikTok. I honestly, I don't know what to tell you guys. I truly just, some of y'all are not making sense. Like, you're on my page. If you don't like my content, if you don't like what I have to say, move along. Nobody cares. Honestly, like,
You care enough to make multiple videos responding to these comments. So yes, and I feel like the people in your comment section care more about your children than you do. How sad is that? A random strangers all over the world care about the health and wellness of your children. Do you really think thousands of people are just being mean? Girl, I'd claim it as rage bait than reality, for real. I love my reality. No, you don't. Shut the hell up. No, you do not. You don't love being out of breath from walking to your car to the front door. You don't love having to hold your breath while putting on your shoes. You don't love not being able to play with your children. You don't love having high blood pressure and high cholesterol. You don't love having type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes. You don't love the diabetic ulcers that you'll get on your foot that never heal. You don't love if you develop lipedema or lymphedema, having to deal with swelling and weeping legs. You think you're going to love that? Really? Not feeding your growing children any fruits, vegetables, or anything healthy in general is abuse. Yep. Girl, you posted your grocery haul for the public to see. People are allowed to comment on it. Yes, I welcome it. Oh, this is so gross. In what world would you need 9 liters of soda? That's almost 40 pounds of sugar and 30 boxes of pizza, for real. Your job is to teach them healthy habits, not just feed them what they'll accept without complaint. Picky eating isn't an excuse for a diet that's pure sugar and chemicals. From one mother to another, you're failing at the one job you have. Period. Okay, this is the last one, then I really have to go.
I tell you what, some of them people in my comments, y'all.
Laundry pickup. Let's chat because some of y'all are wild in my comment section. It's okay, but dang.
Y'all are acting wild. Y'all actually think that is all we eat? I mean, I know I'm overweight. Trust me, I get it.
Okay, pause. Yes, I do think that is all you eat because this is all that you are showing us. If you would like to present yourself and your family in a different manner, how about you show the foods that you're actually making? Unless you're doing it for rage bait and for people to comment and so you get paid on TikTok. How do you expect us to know what you're cooking when you're only showing us one aspect of it? Which, by the way, I don't believe her. I don't believe her for a fucking second that she's cooking healthy food for them. Maybe once a month, maybe. And I would even argue the healthy food that she makes at home isn't even healthy. It's just homemade. Homemade food doesn't equal healthy, by the way. You can still make unhealthy homemade food. And 2, you're not overweight. You are super morbidly obese. Let's get it right. Us as Americans, and probably also in other countries, but I am in America, so that's what I'll speak on. Our perception of overweight and obesity is so heavily skewed that when you see a overweight person, people think, oh, they're normal weight. No. Or if you see a normal weight person, you think they're underweight. No, that's what a normal human body is supposed to look like. So when you see someone that's super morbidly obese, they're like, oh, I'm just overweight. No, there are different classes. You are super morbidly obese. And don't try to tell me, oh, the BMI. If you are an average American, the likelihood of the BMI applying to you is high. If you don't want to believe in the BMI, fine. Take your waist to height ratio. And I guarantee you, if your waist to height ratio is higher than 0.6, the BMI applies to you. If you're a lifter, of course, it's different. I'm not talking about lifters. Most people are not lifters. So.
But y'all over there in them comments acting like I weigh 500 pounds. And
ma'am, you are super morbidly obese. You are not even 100 pounds away from being a healthy weight. Let's be so freaking for real.
I don't even weigh near that.
Look, her waist, she doesn't have a waist. It is protruding past her boobs.
Now, I'm also not going to sit here and say that I eat perfect and so healthy every single day.
We know. We can look at you and get a very good idea of how much food you are eating.
No, I do not. I know how to eat healthy. Believe it or not,
okay, then do it. Okay, I know how to fly a plane. What? Okay, then go do it. No? Oh, I don't want you. Okay, interesting.
I've actually been super health conscious most of my life. There goes that smoke.
Yeah, okay. Sure, Jen.
We'll come back to that. That's a whole nother topic. But after from the
how is your smoke alarm a whole other topic? Change it. It just shows how freaking lazy you are. If you can't take not even 3 seconds. Sorry. If you can't take the 2 minutes it takes to switch out your smoke alarm battery, you have a problem. You have an issue. You're lazy.
Children, my body is just not the first baby. Wait. I've been super health conscious most of my life. There goes that smoke alarm. We'll come back to that. That's a whole nother topic. But after having 3 children, my body.
Her youngest child looked to be what? 7? 6 or 7, you cannot blame your children for your body. There are plenty of moms on, like fitness moms online, who get their body back, maybe, well, some of them even better, but back to what it was or around the same level that it was. You are responsible for your body composition. Are there things that can't be changed after having kids? Yes, of course. But to just lay down and like play the victim, oh, well, I'm 350 pounds because of my children. Your kids they're not toddlers. Even if they were, it's like, it's still your responsibility.
Is just not the first baby, I bounced right back. Second baby, I bounced right back even more. Third baby, nope. I don't know.
Because you're eating too much. That's all it is. Stop blaming your kids for this. He's like 7, dude.
Having a C-section made a difference with that third baby. I can't see how it could.
No, it's the food. It is always the food. God.
I'm really not sure, but all I know is I did not bounce back after that third baby. Now, I also went through quite a bit after that third baby. So depression set in. However, I do not struggle with depression anymore. I'm totally
Okay, then what the hell is your excuse for being super morbidly obese?
fine. And I do want to let y'all know, my family has probably an acre of garden every single year, full of fresh veggies. Our freezers are full of fresh veggies. I really don't.
Okay, then why aren't you showing that? Even if they are full of fresh veggies, that doesn't mean that you're actually using them. We see the food that you're buying. You are portraying to us a certain image that you want to portray, and then you're getting upset when people are talking about it. You're still buying the crappy food and you're still feeding the crappy food to your kids. So all of this hoopla is completely pointless. I don't have to shop for those.
Aside from a few things. And then y'all want to say I look older than 37? I'm sorry, but I know that is not true. At this point, y'all...
I thought she was in her 40s. I'm not even like being a bitch. I genuinely thought she was in her 40s.
They're just wanting to be mean to me. But I do not get Botox or fillers or any of that stuff. And I know a lot of people do now. And I'm not judging because I might one day. But
girl, Botox and fillers it's not going to fix what's going on with your face and your body. Like, people always try to get like these little quick fixes instead of looking at their food and their sleep and their hydration and their stress. Figure out the basics first before trying all this other crap.
So I actually look my age. Sorry, not sorry. I guess I'll save the smoke alarm for another video because we're running out of time. I tell you.
Oh, I can't stand her. Oh my God, she's gonna have to come back on my channel. Maybe not 500, but I would guess close to 400. Yep. Confused about the weight and blaming a C-section, but I just saw a video of you filming a 32-ounce Yeti with Dr. Pepper. For real, this is so delusional. Ma'am, health conscious and blaming having kids. It's the food. Exactly. I think the reason people think that's all you eat is because that's all you post. Yep. Blaming it on a C-section when your youngest child is grown. Girl, for real. You're on your way to 500. Girl, show us the freezer full of fresh veggies. Exactly. And them just sitting in the freezer doesn't do anything. They're just sitting there. Fabulous. You should make a video showing what you eat, what you actually eat, if your grocery hauls are not what you eat, period. We are fine. Thank you, though. No, you're not. You can say you're fine, but are you? Health is wealth. Yep. A lot of people don't know something is wrong with them until ending up in the hospital. I have personal experience with that. Not me, but someone that is close to me. Decent health their whole life. Boom, something happens. I won't get into too many details because I do like to keep the anonymity of the people in my personal life. But yeah, they had to do a complete overhaul of their lifestyle. Otherwise, they would die. Quite literally die. Oh, all right, you guys. Oh, let me stop my screen recording. It's so hot in here. I'm sweating. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't think I was going to get that heated, but the rage is well-deserved. I cannot stand parents, and it's not just moms. I'm not bashing moms, but typically the people who post about this are the moms on the internet. It just really grinds my gears when kids are not being cared for properly. When they're being blasted all over the internet, when they're being fed garbage food, it just makes me really sad for the kids, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my little heart. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like this video if you have not already. Please do consider subscribing if you've made it this far. I mean, you made it this far. That means you kind of like me, right? I think that means you kind of like me. So you do have to subscribe. Otherwise, I'm going to stand in your hallway like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I appreciate all the love and the support so much. Check out my channel memberships if you have not already. And until next time, why'd I do this? And until next time, goodbye.